makes the clock tick backward when the milk begins to steam across the chipped enamel of the counter by the door. The apron hanging crooked on a rusty iron hook reminds me of a Sunday from the autumn before. Footsteps echo hollow down the cobblestone outside, a delivery of papers left to wait against the wall. Old porcelain rattles inside the wooden tray, a copper kettle whistles as the silver shadows fade. The waitress pours a measure of the heavy cream today before the trolley rumbles down the quiet avenue. I trace a dusty circle on the walnut tabletop where someone carved initials 50 heavy winters past. The radio is playing through a speaker made of tin, a melody from childhood that was never meant to last. Steam rises slowly from the white ceramic cup and blurs the painted lettering of prices on the board. I watch the single sparrow land upon the windowsill and leave behind a quiet little secret it ignored. I fold the daily paper and I leave a silver coin beside the empty saucer on the checkered oilcloth. The morning air is chilly as I turn the heavy latch and walk into the traffic where the shadows lose their watch. Porcelain toad sits right beside my spoon. He doesn't blink at people walking through the door. The radio plays some forgotten tune from 1980 when my hair was short. The waitress knows I take my sugar on the side. She leaves the porcelain creature on my heavy bill. I watch the passing traffic rush and hide while time decides to slow down and stay still. Old coats are hanging heavy on the wooden chair. A pocket watch is ticking loud inside my vest. I count the silver threads of memory in my hair and let this quiet corner be my place of rest. No phone is ringing in the leather bag I brought, just empty pages waiting for a steady hand. I spend a silver dime on wandering, a quiet thought, and watch the traffic disappear heavy as a paper flower, and walk into the street that yesterday has made. The baker rolls the iron shutter down. A heavy rattle waking up the square. We always like this quiet side of town before the rush has settled in the air. You take the corner table by the glass and watch the trolley slowly pull away. We let the early hurried footsteps pass and save the heavy talking for another day. Old brass bell above the wooden door swings wide. Porcelain cups are lined against the porcelain side. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped brown cup. Old friends watch the heavy clouds break up. Your coat still smells of winter and dry leaves, a faithful habit through the changing year. The sparrow dips beneath the copper eaves, as if it knew that spring was finally here. Old brass bell above the wooden door swings wide. Porcelain cups are lined against the porcelain side. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped brown cup. Old friends watch the heavy clouds break up. Decades slip between the talking and the rest, like faded photographs inside a pocket vest. We do not need to prove who won the race, just sitting here in this familiar place. The paper boy has finished on the block. We share the latest news around the clock. Leave the coins beside the empty ceramic plate. There is nowhere else that we need to wait. The scent of roasted hazelnut begins to fill the quiet floor, while steady hands arrange the wooden chairs beside the glassed-in door. A gray-haired tailor drops his heavy bag of woolen thread and trades a nod with Arthur as the daily news is read. He always leaves the corner leather booth precisely as it is, while Anna pours the amber brew and asks how Sunday was for his. A pair of silver spectacles is polished on a sleeve, Before the morning traffic pulls another friend away to leave. The waitress writes an order with a yellow wooden pen and rings the nickel bell to send the silver pot around again. A postal worker rests his heavy leather mailbag on the floor to watch the falling maple leaves collect against the outer door. He always leaves the corner leather booth precisely as it is while Anna pours the amber brew and asks how Sunday was for his. A pair of silver spectacles is polished on a sleeve. Before the morning traffic pulls another friend away to leave. For 40 years this little block has watched the seasons turn, without a single hasty word or lesson left to learn. Just simple cups of porcelain and saucers made of clay to hold the heavy hours of another quiet day. The tailor folds his paper and he settles up his dime and walks into the avenue and takes his proper time, while Arthur sweeps the sawdust near the radiator frame and wipes the counter clean again without a spoken name. A sudden arithmetic breaks the quiet room, counting tiles of white and faded blue. The barista sweeps the dust near the broom, waiting for a face she never knew. Copper kettles whistle low upon the stove. Steam begins to blur the window pane. A record spins the songs her mother wove, while taxis idle in the falling rain. Corner leather cracked along the heavy seam, where autumn sunlight filters through the cream. A lonely ledger open on the walnut chair, while silver smoke is curling in the morning air. The hinge clock pauses on a broken beat. Shadows stretch across the polished floor. A stray dog shivers on the empty street, waiting patiently beside the wooden door. Copper kettles whistle low upon the stove. Steam begins to blur the window pane. A record spins the songs her mother wove, while taxis idle in the falling rain. Corner leather cracked along the heavy seam, where smoke is curling in the morning air. Pages turn themselves without a guiding hand. Memories of places they had planned. Time dissolves inside a porcelain cup before the heavy blinds are rolled all up. The bell above the threshold starts to ring as coats are shaken free from winter chill. She folds the paper up and starts to sing while all the neighborhood is quiet still. The weight of the chair feels heavier now than it did in 42, when my trousers were thin and my heart had a great deal to prove. I sit by the glass where the trolley goes rattling by and watch all the young people hurried and ready to fly. Old papers are folded beside a warm mug of dark brew. I wish I could whisper a secret or two back to you. That hill you are climbing is shorter than what you believe. So loosen your collar and learn how to rest and receive. Your letters are yellowed and tucked in a box by the door. I read what you promised you would and would not anymore. You worried about every penny and every lost friend, as if the whole world was depending on how it would end. Old papers are folded beside a warm mug of dark brew. I wish I could whisper a secret or two back to you. That hill you are climbing is shorter than what you believe. So loosen your collar and learn how to rest and receive. The waitress forgets me and wipes down the counter of pine. She pours out a cup for a stranger at 9:15. I look at my hands and the spots that the winter has brought, and smile at the battles we fought over nothing at all. So finish your coffee and walk out the door in the rain. There is nothing down here that can cause you that kind of pain. I left you a jacket that fits you much better than pride, and plenty of daylight to see what is waiting outside. The color of the light is pale butter spilled on pine. It catches on the rim of a ceramic bowl of mine. A stranger at the counter wears a coat of navy wool and stirs a little milk into a cup that's half too full. He looks across the boards and asks if anyone is there, or if the heavy rain has chased away the thoroughfare. I tell him that the baker takes an hour with the bread, while pigeons on the pavement peck at crumbs of white instead. Porcelain spoons tap a gentle tune against the glazed white clay. We talk of nothing heavy while the morning slips away. He leaves a single quarter for the tip upon the tray, and walks into the fog before the signal turns to gray. Stool number 4 is wobbly when you lean too far to read. The stranger left a novel with a yellow bookmark lead. I turn the heavy pages while the kettle starts to hiss, and wonder if the author ever knew a place like this. The coat of navy wool is gone around the corner bend. I fold the yellow bookmark in and read the chapter end. The paper cup is empty and the baker locks the door, while nobody is sitting on stool number 4. You said the rain would smell like cedar wood by noon, while wiping spilled espresso from a silver spoon. The man with folded papers found a missing page. A sparrow hopped across the iron garden cage. A neon sign still flickers through the window pane. 3 drops of water slide along the copper drain. The apron strings are knotted at the waiter's side. A dusty bicycle is parked against the tide. Corner tile is cracked beneath the swinging door. Footsteps count the rhythm on the wooden floor. A heavy kettle whistles past the steam and heat. Strangers share the paper on a narrow seat. Old melodies drift softly from the radio, while hours measure out the way the minutes go. The radiator rattles with a sudden beat. Outside, the traffic gathers down the paved street. We watch the amber liquid settle in the glass and trace the quiet shadows as the morning pass. The cup is empty now upon the checkerboard. Another simple detail that we can afford. reminds me of the ship we never boarded. We sat beside the heater with a note and counted up the coins we had afforded. Steam rises from a cup of willow gray, a nickel dropped into the wooden jar. You wore that silver button yesterday, before we took the trolley past the bar. Old brass rings on the corner, double doors, footsteps echoing across the pine boards, a bell that chimes whenever someone passes by, underneath a very pale and postcard sky. Time moves slowly through the porcelain filter, leaving nothing heavy on the tray. We were young enough to let it tilt us farther than the map could show the way. I fold the napkin neatly by the plate and leave the penny where it has to wait. Walking out into the autumn air to find the jacket hanging on the chair. Seven digits glow in neon red against the wall. We are waiting here before the heavy doors unroll. Silver hair will catch the early neon street lamp light. We survive the years that turn the heavy dark to bright. Decades from today we share a single buttered toast, laughing softly at the habits that we used to boast. Wrinkles by your eyes will prove the heavy rain was real. Holding painted porcelain and learning how to feel. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped enamel pot. We remember every little thing we nearly forgot. Silver bands will shine upon the fingers we entwine, sipping bitter warmth beneath the painted cedar sign. Decades from today we share a single buttered toast, laughing softly at the habits that we used to boast. Wrinkles by your eyes will prove the heavy rain was real. Holding painted porcelain and learning how to feel. People rush right past the glass without a single glance, ignoring how the quiet air can lead us in a dance. We have traded rushing trains for slow and steady time, listening to church bells ring their golden morning chime. Let the quiet hours stretch until the shadows fade away. We will sit right here and watch the coming of today. Older hands are steady now and resting in my palm, finding in this crowded room a lasting kind of calm. A chip pink plastic number sits right beside the tray. It watched the winter snowstorms slowly melt away. My fingers trace the circle left by a ceramic cup before the busy street outside has fully started up. The waiter wipes the counter with a cloth of faded blue. He does not ask me anything because he knows me too. Old brass bells are ringing softly through the wooden door. Footsteps leave a trail of water on the checkered floor. Nobody is rushing here to meet a deadline now. Time slows down and listens if you wonder why or how. A heavy woolen sweater keeps the drafty wind at bay. The radio is playing songs from 1958. I watch the rising steam dissolve into the chilly air and thank the quiet morning for this solitary chair. I fold the daily paper down and leave the puzzle blank. Some thoughts are better resting at the bottom of the tank. Old brass bells are ringing softly through the wooden door. Footsteps leave a trail of water on the checkered floor. Nobody is rushing here to meet a deadline now. Time slows down and listens if you wonder why or how. The second cup is waiting with a slice of apple tart. Another quiet morning finds a corner in my heart. The smell of roasted hazelnut begins to rise beneath the copper awning where the pigeon flies. An older man in spectacles adjusts his coat and reads a crumpled paper with a quiet note. The waitress wipes the counter with a checkered cloth, while overhead a ceiling fan disturbs a moth. She leaves a heavy mug beside a silver spoon and watches how the shadows vanish by noon. He turns a fragile page without a sudden sound, while footsteps echo softly on the wooden ground. The steam begins to curl above the weighted leash and sits beside the window where the breezes reach. They share a quiet moment by the open pane before the sky remembers how to bring the rain. The clock upon the wall ticks loud against the wood in just the way a trusted kitchen timepiece should. No rush to reach the corner or to catch a tram, just resting with a piece of toast and berry jam. The hazelnut aroma fades along the street as people hurry past upon their busy feet. He folds his paper neatly and he leaves his seat and walks into the morning with a steady beat. A memory nudges past the quiet room before the neon signs begin to fade. I button up a cardigan of wool and walk where winter shadows have been laid. The heavy hinges swing on oiled brass. A bell above the doorway softly rings. No footsteps on the pavement block the glass. Just winter air upon invisible wings. An apron tied around a waist so frail sets down a heavy cup of porcelain. The radio is broadcasting the mail while grease begins to sizzle on the tin. A heavy truck shifts gears across the street. The driver wipes his forehead with a sleeve. The radiator clicks against the heat and leaves the yellow paper to believe. An apron tied around a waist so frail sets down a heavy cup of porcelain. The radio is broadcasting the mail while grease begins to sizzle on the tin. The steam rises slowly against the cold pane while traffic resumes in the light of the lane. A coin drops inside of a telephone box and someone is waiting to answer the knocks. The second cup arrives without a word. The Tuesday news is folded on the shelf. The quiet morning passes quite unheard as time repeats the story to itself. Where did this old shaker go that was here yesterday? Old Mr. Henderson left his black umbrella again. Wait, that is a folded newspaper left by the door. My fingers trace the rim of a very cracked ceramic cup. Footsteps crunch and gravel on the sidewalk outside. The heavy glass door swings with a familiar sigh. Steam rises slowly from the white chipped mug in hand, while heavy boots bring wet leaves across the pine floorboards. A gray pigeon pecks at a dropped crumb near the counter edge, and the old radio hums a tune from 1964. Dust motes dance lazily inside a shaft of pale gold light. Someone wrote a grocery list on the margin of a napkin. Milk for the kittens, bread from the corner bakery shop, and stamps for the letters that never quite got mailed. Time stretches thin like melted butter on warm toast. Nobody rushes when the clock has lost its second hand. Steam rises slowly from the white chipped mug in hand, while heavy boots bring wet leaves across the pine floorboards. A gray pigeon pecks at a dropped crumb near the counter edge, and the old radio hums a tune from 1964. I fold the napkin and leave 2 quarters on the formica top, walking out into the cool breeze before the afternoon traffic starts. A passing bus brakes hard against the slush and breaks the stillness with a sudden rush. I trace a circle on the fogged up glass and watch the hurried silhouettes all pass. 10 years from now we will be sitting right here, ordering the tea that we both hold so dear. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the years we did not leave. Your silver hair will catch the amber light, our heavy coats piled high and out of sight. I wonder if your laugh will sound the same when strangers at the counter call our name. 10 years from now we will be sitting right here, ordering the tea that we both hold so dear. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the the years we did not leave. No rush to check the clock upon the wall. No need to trace the shadows as they fall. We keep our future in a ceramic cup before the busy world wakes up. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the years we did not leave. We finish every drop and pay the dime, walking out together through the winter time, taking all the quiet days we saved down the gentle street we paved. Why does the clock tick backward when the milk begins to steam across the chipped enamel of the counter by the door? The apron hanging crooked on a rusty iron hook reminds me of a Sunday from the autumn before. Footsteps echo hollow down the cobblestone outside, a delivery of papers left to wait against the wall. Old porcelain rattles inside the wooden tray. A copper kettle whistles as the silver shadows fade. The waitress pours a measure of the heavy cream today before the trolley rumbles down the quiet avenue. I trace a dusty circle on the walnut tabletop where someone carved initials 50 heavy winters past. The radio is playing through a speaker made of tin, a melody from childhood that was never meant to last. Steam rises slowly from the white ceramic cup and blurs the painted lettering of prices on the board. I watch the single sparrow land upon the windowsill and leave behind a quiet little secret it ignored. I fold the daily paper and I leave a silver coin beside the empty saucer on the checkered oilcloth. The morning air is chilly as I turn the heavy latch and walk into the traffic where the shadows lose their watch. Porcelain toad sits right beside my spoon. He doesn't blink at people walking through the door. The radio plays some forgotten tune from 1980 when my hair was short. The waitress knows I take my sugar on the side. She leaves the porcelain creature on my heavy bill. I watch the passing traffic rush and hide, while time decides to slow down and stay still. Old coats are hanging heavy on the wooden chair. A pocket watch is ticking loud inside my vest. I count the silver threads of memory in my hair, and let this quiet corner be my place of rest. No phone is ringing in the leather bag I brought, just empty pages waiting for a steady hand. I spend a silver dime on wandering a quiet thought, and watch the traffic disappear into the sand. The porcelain frog and I will sit another hour until the coffee settles and the shadows fade. I leave a tip as heavy as a paper flower and walk into the street that yesterday has made. The baker rolls the iron shutter down. A heavy rattle waking up the square. We always liked this quiet side of town before the rush has settled in the air. You take the corner table by the glass and watch the trolley slowly pull away. We let the early hurried footsteps pass and save the heavy talking for another day. Old brass bell above the wooden door swings wide. Porcelain cups are lined against the porcelain side. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped brown cup. Old friends watch the heavy clouds break up. Your coat still smells of winter and dry leaves, a faithful habit through the changing year. The sparrow dips beneath the copper eaves, as if it knew that spring was finally here. Old brass bell above the wooden door swings wide. Porcelain cups are lined against the porcelain side. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped brown cup. Old friends watch the heavy clouds break up. Decades slip between the top paper boy has finished on the block. We share the latest news around the clock. Leave the coins beside the empty ceramic plate. There is nowhere else that we need to wait. Begins to fill the quiet floor, while steady hands arrange the wooden chairs beside the glassed-in door. A gray-haired tailor drops his heavy bag of woolen thread and trades a nod with Arthur as the daily news is read. He always leaves the corner leather booth precisely as it is, while Anna pours the amber brew and asks how Sunday was for his. A pair of silver spectacles is polished on a sleeve. Before the morning traffic pulls another friend away to leave. The waitress writes an order with a yellow wooden pen, the nickel bell to send the silver pot around again. A postal worker rests his heavy leather mailbag on the floor to watch the falling maple leaves collect against the outer door. He always leaves the corner leather booth precisely as it is, while Anna pours the amber brew and asks how Sunday was for his. A pair of silver spectacles is polished on a sleeve. Before the morning traffic pulls another friend away to leave. For 40 years this little block has watched the seasons turn, without a single hasty word or lesson left to learn. Just simple cups of porcelain and saucers made of clay to hold the heavy hours of another quiet day. The tailor folds his paper and he settles up his dime and walks into the avenue and takes his proper time, while Arthur sweeps the sawdust near the radiator frame and wipes the counter clean again without a spoken name. A sudden arithmetic breaks the quiet room, counting tiles of white and faded blue. The barista sweeps the dust near the broom, waiting for a face she never knew. Copper kettles whistle low upon the stove. Steam begins to blur the window pane. A record spins the songs her mother wove. idle in the falling rain. Corner leather cracked along the heavy seam, where autumn sunlight filters through the cream. A lonely ledger open on the walnut chair, while silver smoke is curling in the morning air. The hinge clock pauses on a broken beat. Shadows stretch across the polished floor. A stray dog shivers on the empty street, waiting patiently beside the wooden door. Copper kettles whistle low upon the stove. Steam begins to blur the window pane. A record spins the songs her mother wove, while taxis idle in the falling rain. Corner leather cracked along the heavy seam, where autumn sunlight filters through the cream. A lonely ledger open on the walnut chair, while silver smoke is curling in the morning air. Pages turn themselves without a guiding hand. Memories of places they had planned. Time dissolves inside a porcelain cup before the heavy blinds are rolled all up. The bell above the threshold starts to ring, as coats are shaken free from winter chill. She folds the paper up and starts to sing, while all the neighborhood is quiet still. The weight of the chair feels heavier now than it did in 42, when my trousers were thin and my heart had a great deal to prove. I sit by the glass where the trolley goes rattling by, and watch all the young people hurried and ready to fly. Old papers are folded beside a warm mug of dark brew. I wish I could whisper a secret or two back to you. That hill you are climbing is shorter than what you believe, so loosen your collar and learn how to rest and receive. Your letters are yellowed and tucked in a box by the door. I read what you promised you would and would not anymore. You worried about every penny and every lost friend, as if the whole world was depending on how it would end. Old papers are folded beside a warm mug of dark brew. I wish I could whisper a secret or two back to you. That hill you are climbing is shorter than what you believe. So loosen your collar and learn how to rest and receive. The waitress forgets me and wipes down the counter of pine. She pours out a cup for a stranger at 9:15. I look at my hands in the spots that the winter has brought and smile at the battles we fought over nothing at all. So finish your coffee and walk out the door in the rain. There is nothing down here that can cause you that kind of pain. I left you a jacket that fits you much better than pride, and plenty of daylight to see what is waiting outside. The color of the light is pale butter spilled on pine. It catches on the rim of a ceramic bowl of mine. A stranger at the counter wears a coat of navy wool and stirs a little milk into a cup that's half too full. He looks across the boards and asks if anyone is there, or if the heavy rain has chased away the thoroughfare. I tell him that the baker takes an hour with the bread, while pigeons on the pavement peck at crumbs of white instead. Porcelain spoons tap a gentle tune against the glazed white clay. We talk of nothing heavy while the morning slips away. He leaves a single quarter for the tip upon the tray, and walks into the fog before the signal turns to gray. Stool number 4 is wobbly when you lean too far to read. The stranger left a novel with a yellow bookmark lead. I turn the heavy pages while the kettle starts to hiss, and wonder if the author ever knew a place like this. The coat of navy wool is gone around the corner bend. I fold the yellow bookmark in and read the chapter end. The paper cup is empty and the baker locks the door, while nobody is sitting on stool number 4. You said the rain would smell like cedar wood by noon, while wiping spilled espresso from a silver spoon. The man with folded papers found a missing page. A sparrow hopped across the iron drops of water slide along the copper drain. The apron strings are knotted at the waiter's side. A dusty bicycle is parked against the tide. Corner tile is cracked beneath the swinging door. Footsteps count the rhythm on the wooden floor. A heavy kettle whistles past the steam and heat. Strangers share the paper on a narrow seat. Old melodies drift softly from the radio, while hours measure out the way the minutes go. The radiator rattles with a sudden beat. Outside, the traffic gathers down the paved street. We watch the amber liquid settle in the glass and trace the quiet shadows as the morning pass. The cup is empty now upon the checkerboard. Another simple detail that we can afford. Rough wool against my thumb, this winter coat reminds me of the ship we never boarded. We sat beside the heater with a note and counted up the coins we had afforded. Steam rises from a cup of willow gray. A nickel dropped into the wooden jar. You wore that silver button yesterday, before we took the trolley past the bar. Old brass rings on the corner, double doors, footsteps echoing across the pine boards. A bell that chimes whenever someone passes by, underneath a very pale and postcard sky. Time moves slowly through the porcelain filter, leaving nothing heavy on the tray. We were young enough to let it tilt us farther than the map could show the way. I fold the napkin neatly by the plate and leave the penny where it has to wait. Walking out into the autumn air to find the jacket hanging on the chair. Seven digits glow in neon red against the wall. We are waiting here before the heavy doors unroll. Silver hair will catch the early neon street lamp light. We survive the years that turn the heavy dark to bright. Decades from today, we share a single buttered toast, laughing softly at the habits that we used to boast. Wrinkles by your eyes will prove the heavy rain was real. Holding painted porcelain and learning how to feel. Steam is rising slowly from the chipped enamel pot. We remember every little thing we nearly forgot. Silver bands will shine upon the fingers we entwine, sipping bitter warmth beneath the painted cedar sign. Decades from today, we share a single buttered toast, laughing softly at the habits that we used to boast. Wrinkles by your eyes will prove the heavy rain was real. Holding painted porcelain and learning how to feel. People rush right past the glass without a single glance, ignoring how the quiet air can lead us in a dance. We have traded rushing trains for slow and steady time, listening to church bells ring their golden morning chime. Let the quiet hours stretch until the shadows fade away. We will sit right here and watch the coming of today. Older hands are steady now and resting in my palm, finding in this crowded room a lasting kind of calm. A chip pink plastic number sits right beside the tray. It watched the winter snowstorms slowly melt away. My fingers trace the circle left by a ceramic cup before the busy street outside has fully started up. The waiter wipes the counter with a cloth of faded blue. He does not ask me anything because he knows me too. Old brass bells are ringing softly through the wooden door. Footsteps leave a trail of water on the checkered floor. Nobody is rushing here to meet a deadline now. Time slows down and listens if you wonder why or how. A heavy woolen sweater keeps the drafty wind at bay. The radio is playing songs from 1958. I watch the rising steam dissolve into the chilly air, and thank the quiet morning for this solitary chair. I fold the daily paper down and leave the puzzle blank. Some thoughts are better resting at the bottom of the tank. Old brass bells are ringing softly through the wooden door. Footsteps leave a trail of water on the check if you wonder why or how. The second cup is waiting with a slice of apple tart. Another quiet morning finds a corner in my heart. The smell of roasted hazelnut begins to rise beneath the copper awning where the pigeon flies. An older man in spectacles adjusts his coat and reads a crumpled paper with a quiet note. The waitress wipes the counter with a checkered cloth, while overhead a ceiling fan disturbs a moth. She leaves a heavy mug beside a silver spoon and watches how the shadows vanish by noon. He turns a fragile page without a sudden sound, while footsteps echo softly on the wooden ground. The steam begins to curl above the porcelain rim, and every passing minute feels so light to him. A neighbor brings a terrier on a braided leash and sits beside the window where the breezes reach. They share a quiet moment by the open pane before the sky remembers how to bring the rain. The clock upon the wall ticks loud against the wood in just the way a trusted kitchen timepiece should. No rush to reach the corner or to catch a tram, just resting with a piece of toast and berry jam. The hazelnut aroma fades along the street as people hurry past upon their busy feet. He folds his paper neatly and he leaves his seat and walks into the morning with a steady beat. A memory nudges past the quiet room before the neon signs begin to fade. I button up a cardigan of wool and walk where winter shadows have been laid. The heavy hinges swing on oiled brass. A bell above the doorway softly rings. No footsteps on the pavement block the glass. Just winter air upon invisible wings. An apron tied The radio is broadcasting the mail, while grease begins to sizzle on the tin. A heavy truck shifts gears across the street. The driver wipes his forehead with a sleeve. The radiator clicks against the heat and leaves the yellow paper to believe. An apron tied around a waist so frail sets down a heavy cup of porcelain. The radio is broadcasting the mail, while grease begins to sizzle on the tin. The steam rises slowly against the cold pane, while traffic resumes in the light of the lane. A coin drops inside of a telephone box, and someone is waiting to answer the knocks. The second cup arrives without a word. The Tuesday news is folded on the shelf. The quiet morning passes quite unheard, as time repeats the story to itself. Where did the salt shaker go that was here yesterday? Old Mr. Henderson left his black umbrella again. Wait, that is a folded newspaper left by the door. My fingers trace the rim of a very cracked ceramic cup. Footsteps crunch and gravel on the sidewalk outside. The heavy glass door swings with a familiar sigh. Steam rises slowly from the white chipped mug in hand, while heavy boots bring wet leaves across the pine floorboards. A gray pigeon pecks at a dropped crumb near the counter edge, and the old radio hums a tune from 1964. Dust motes dance lazily inside a shaft of pale gold light. Someone wrote a grocery list on the margin of a napkin. Milk for the kittens, bread from the corner bakery shop, and stamps for the letters that never quite got mailed. Time stretches thin like melted butter on warm toast. Nobody rushes when the clock has lost its second hand. Steam rises slowly from the white chipped mug in hand, while heavy boots bring wet leaves across the pine floorboards. A gray pigeon pecks at a dropped crumb near the counter edge, and the old radio hums a tune from 1964. I fold the napkin and leave 2/4 on the Formica top, walking out into the cool breeze before the afternoon traffic starts. against the slush and breaks the stillness with a sudden rush. I trace a circle on the fogged up glass and watch the hurried silhouettes all pass. 10 years from now we will be sitting right here, ordering the tea that we both hold so dear. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the years we did not leave. Your silver hair will catch the amber light, our heavy coats piled high and out of sight. I wonder if your laugh will sound the same when strangers at the counter call our name. 10 years from now we will be sitting right here, ordering the tea that we both hold so dear. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the years we did not leave. No rush to check the clock upon the wall. No need to trace the shadows as they fall. We keep our future in a ceramic cup before the busy world wakes up. Old brass rings on the corner parlor door. Sunlight stretches long across the polished floor. You will reach across and touch my worn out sleeve, smiling at the years we did not leave. We finish every drop and pay the dime, walking out together through the winter time, taking all the quiet days we saved down the gentle street we paved.